Whenever you're ready, David.
Okay. I'm here today to talk to you about the Gibson Les Paul series electric guitars. The Gibson Les Paul series electric guitars were invented and named after a man named Les Paul, or Lester William Paulson. Born June 19th, 1915, Les Paul is credited as the man who invented the solid body electric guitar. So if anyone has wondered where the electric guitar came from, this is the man who invented the solid body electric guitar. He was from Wisconsin, and in 1941 he was inspired to create the solid body electric guitar, and over the course of the next 11 years it would revolutionize the music industry. Anywhere from jazz to rock, electric guitar, the solid body can be found playing music for many famous musicians. This is Lester William Paulfus, Les Paul. As I said before, the Les Paul guitar, or the solid body guitar, was invented in 1941, but it wasn't endorsed by Gibson until 1952. This is when they asked him to create a special electric guitar for their franchise. So he and another fellow did, and they created the Les Paul model electric guitar for Gibson. As you can see, there are many different kinds of Les Pauls. There are Les Paul Customs, Les Paul Standards, but what I'm here today to talk to you about in specific is the Les Paul Studio. The Les Paul Studio was started in the 1980s, and they are basically the same sound and equipment as any other Gibson Les Paul, but they are less shiny and less done up on the outside. That's why they're made for studio performances instead, rather than stage performances. They can be used on stage, but most of the time they're cheaper, simply more because of the fact that they're used in studios. They're not played on shows. They're not as glamorous. So this is the Gibson Les Paul Studio, faded, with a worn cherry, and that is what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to break down the parts of the Gibson Les Paul Studio. As I said before, this is the faded model, so it doesn't have the very shiny outer covering as a lot of the others do. It is worn cherry kind. Now they have 4 different colors. They have silver, blue, black, and the cherry. I wanted to start out with the top. They're made up of several kinds of woods. The top is maple, the bottom being mahogany. The neck is also mahogany with rosewood fretboard. It has 22 frets, so you can reach high notes. It's made of the 2 Burstbucker Pro pickups, which gives you a really fat, smoky, thick sound, very rich. You have your bridge and tailpiece, which holds the strings. You have your trapezoid inlays on the neck. Then you've got your pick guard, your volume and treble and rhythm volume switches. Your toggle switch allows you to switch between the treble and the rhythm. Up on the headstock, you've got the nut, which holds the strings, bringing them into position on the string holders. Then on the back, you've got your tuning machines, which allow you to adjust the tension of the strings to properly tune the guitar. That's pretty much all there is to the electric guitar. You've got your 1/4-inch input on the outer rim of the guitar, and on the back you can see where the toggle switch techno wiring goes in, and this is where the volume wiring goes in. That's it.